Alright, so what I got for you guys today is we're reacting to another Spider Dunk video. He's ranking every Venom adaptation. Like I said before, any ranking that he makes, I have nothing against it whatsoever. I'll give my input. We're going to see his ranking on every single Venom adaptation. I'm going to have a link to his channel in the description, so if you want to go check him out, go check him out. His videos are hella dope. We're going to get into this.
We are Venom Spider-Wars!
Today, we will be ranking every single Venom adaptation.
That's a lot.
Some incredible adaptations as well as some lackluster adaptations. Not many Spider-Man characters have such a range of adaptations, you know? Seriously, if a game says Venom's gonna be in it, you have no idea what to expect because there's just so many versions of the character.
Yeah, and people, they always want to like, well, how can we make Venom cooler and make like our version of Venom? Because Venom is such a like unique character in the Spider-Man universe compared to like other characters. Like if you take Mysterio for example, it's like he's just Mysterio, or like even Vulture. It's like you can't really do too much differences. You can't make Vulture a fucking Falcon. You know what I'm saying? Venom is like you can do so much, but sometimes people try to do way too much, like in general.
That gets taken. Whether those versions of the character are accurate to 616 doesn't really matter because the game devs, showrunners, and movie producers make this character into whatever they think the character should be for some reason. They don't really care about his original mythos. That's not what people have done so far with the character. They just do their own thing, and it's kind of frustrating for the most part. Here in today's video, accuracy does matter though. Adaptations get points for showing Venom as a villain who only hates Spider-Man, because that's what his main motive as a villain was.
Yes.
Points for showing him as an anti-hero. Points for showing him as a good guy. And I hate that I have to say this, but you will be getting points for showing Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to.
Venom. Let's just start
you just
from the
have
bottom
to.
and head to the top, okay? Starting at the bottom, we have Spider-Man Unlimited. I've spoken about this in a decent length, but I guess I'll break it down super fast. This character is just nothing like Venom.
Nothing
He's so
at all.
removed from Venom in my eyes, it's ridiculous. He acts nothing like him. He's just supremely evil. The design is like kind of cool, I guess, and I don't mind the colors, but him and Carnage are brothers. I hate that. They're
stupid.
They're friendly. Everything about this Venom is just so wrong and backwards. He's got to be at the bottom of the list, okay?
Yes, I agree.
Next, I've already talked about
Spider-Man Unlimited as a show in general, it's probably like my least favorite Spider-Man project ever. Honestly, I'd have to like really think about it because there's so much. Like maybe I'll make a tier list at some point of all the Spider-Man projects and everything, but yeah, everything in that show is just kind of whack.
But a lot of people wanted to argue with me, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit more length. Insomniac Venom.
Here we
this
go.
character I'm going to really get into the crux of because I've been hearing a lot of how he's great and godlike and this, that, and the third, and I must just dispel these rumors because I can't subscribe to them. I just can't. For starters, I will say the way he looks is great. It's cool as
Yep,
but that
he's
doesn't
awesome.
mean he's Venom. The main issue people will say about Insomniac Venom is it's not Eddie Brock. Insomniac worshippers will then turn off their brains and just start repeating the same thing like they all have a hive mind connected to one person. There's no room for Eddie Brock in the story. Mind you, Insomniac...
Which that means, because all the Venoms and all the symbiotes, I don't know why I said all the Venoms. All the symbiotes, they shared the same mind. So, like, what one symbiote knows, all the other symbiotes know also. That's the joke for everybody out there who doesn't know.
wrote the story themselves. So, like, they could have just wrote it so there was room for him in there. Well, whatever. But I'm not going to focus on that because you've all heard it countless times. I'll offer you new reasons as to why Insomniac Venom is not a good adaptation and deserves to be at the bottom of this list. His motive isn't anything like 616. The OG Venom's motive is solely to kill Spider-Man. When he was a villain, he just wanted to kill Spider-Man. In his little sick, twisted world dimension, in his brain, Spider-Man was a villain, and he wanted to protect innocence, so killing Spider-Man would be protecting innocence. What did Game Venom want? He wanted to take over the world.
Yeah, here's what I'm going to say, too, because we're talking about adaptations on the character. I think this is a cool version of Venom. I'm not saying this is the exact identical version of, you know, Venom as a character. His motive in this game is low-key. It's like absolute carnage, which is like, it's a comic where, like, Carnage is trying to get, like, Null's, like, powers and everything, and he's trying to take over basically the planet and turn everybody into symbiotes and the whole shit. And that's what I got like when I was playing the game. Like that's what I got from like Venom's whole plan. And like, you know, it was a cool game. It wasn't as good as the first one, but like this character version of Venom I think is just cool based off of like his how fierce he is and everything. And maybe it's because like it was a breath of fresh air after like all the Venom movies and all these interpretations we're getting of Venom, where it's like he's just so goofy and just like he's just the monstrosity aspect of him is just missing. like, and he keeps saying too, like, his whole goal is like, I want to kill Spider-Man. So like, we're not really getting that type shit. So we're gonna keep listening.
Those are not at all the same. Like, not even close. Game Venom has no spider powers or webbing or anything. And yes, if you didn't know, Venom uses webbing.
Yes.
He wants to be like Spider-Man. The symbiote wants to be like Spider-Man, so he uses webbing.
Venom be like, he'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Because it shoots out his fucking fist.
The tendrils and stuff is cool, and I don't mind the tendrils, but not having any webbing at all, it's just like...
Yeah. You gotta have everything.
Serious? That's not like Venom at all, then.
It's like, imagine this Venom with no spider. Or even the Venom movies, like, when he has no spider, it's like, come on, bro, where's the fucking spider? He's got, like, veins and shit. It's like, yeah, we get it. Be veiny and have the spider.
Game Venom's dialogue is mostly that of a horror monster, which, again, is really cool and dope, but it isn't Venom.
Yes, I agree.
Jokes and goofy, and he's just a big, lovable goon. I'm not saying you can't enjoy Insomniac Venom. He's pretty cool. He's pretty scary. He's pretty monstrous.
Yes.
All these three characteristics alone would make a cool character design.
But it's not Venom.
I need you all to stop telling me that he's accurate. He's just nothing.
He's not. He's not. I keep saying it. He's not an accurate representation of Venom. But do I enjoy this Venom? Yes. But it is not Venom. Like he said, like, there's no webs. I'm sitting there thinking the same thing. Like, when I'm playing the game, I'm like, where are the webs? I'm looking at everything. But then I'm also, like, not steering so far away from enjoying what I'm, like, currently, like, you know, the consuming game-wise. And then I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
If you don't like the comics, that's fine. And you like this version, again, that's cool. But stop telling me he's accurate, dog.
He's not accurate.
Moving on.
I'm not saying
Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. This was the first tough one on the list. Do I go with Harry Frostborn? Again. Or do I go with the Web of Shadows route with the fraudulent take over the world motive? Two massive frauds, but only one can be worse than the other, right? To me, it's Ultimate Spider-Man. This Venom sucks. Harry Osborn as Venom is not cool. He's lame. He's inaccurate. I understand why not doing the comics version, because in the Ultimate Comics, Eddie's kind of a pedophile, and this is a kid show.
Oh, fuck.
But,
God damn it!
Spider-Man game did and not include that part, you know? Like, you don't have to show that. Venom Web of Shadows. Literally a decade before Insomniac, Web of Shadows also had Venom in its game, which led into a massive symbiote invasion, which again is something Venom doesn't do. In fact, when a symbiote invasion is proposed in the comics, Venom tries his absolute damnedest to fight against it. He's not for the symbiote invasion, people. That's not his thing. Web of Shadows also hardly shows Venom in the game. He shows up in the beginning, he shows up for an alley fight, and he shows up at the end. The only redeeming thing about this Venom is it's Eddie. And he chooses to be a hero at the last moment before he dies to save the city.
That's one thing, too. Like, if it's not, like, Agent Venom or, like, a different type of Venom, like, Eddie Brock always has to be the first Venom. He has to. You can't have, like, oh, let's make Harry Oz. Or, like, you can't. Eddie Brock is Venom, bro. Stop making it Mary Jane. Stop! Eddie Brock is Venom.
Like, come on, this character is...
Now you got, you know, Agent Venom, then you got fucking Space Venom. You got all these different Venoms. Eddie Brock is Venom. So fucking do that first.
Not Venom at all. Spider-Man 3.
Oh, fuck.
My spider sense is tingling.
This version of Venom, much like the ones before him, felt rushed. He had no screen time. This Venom is Eddie Brock, but it just doesn't feel like Eddie Brock. Topher Grace is much too small and weak, in my opinion, to portray a hulking badass that is Eddie Brock.
Like, he's smaller than Sandman right there. You know? Venom is supposed to be big as fuck. He doesn't always have to be a brute monster shit, you know? He can, like, you know, have, like a fucking mind. But it's like, he can't be smaller than Spider-Man. Or the same size, he can't.
He's also not that goofy. He does...
Like, you always have the humanoid-looking version of Venom, then you got, like, the hulking, monster-looking version of Venom.
Have the hatred for Spider-Man at least down. That's pretty cool. For me, it's just hard to view this Venom in a decent way when he just looks so small, tiny, and shrill. I understand the director wanted to go for a dark mirror for Spider-Man, but just because you explain your reasoning to me doesn't mean I have to like it if it differs from what the source material is. Like, I get why you would do that then. You want to show your own imagery, but I want to see Eddie Brock like he is in the comics. I don't want to see a foil to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I want to see a freaking big dude. If Dolph Lundgren had ever gotten the chance to play Venom in live action, I would have died a happy person. But this is what we got saddled up with, people. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 is heavily based on the Civil War storyline, which means no Eddie Brock, which means it's ass. It's Matt Gargan, member of the Thunderbolts. Many people consider
Yeah.
Mac one of the worst Venom symbiote wearers of all time. I would be included in one of those many people. To me, it makes it even worse that Venom shows up like 60% of the way into the game, so like he's hardly in it. I feel like a lot of the Venoms we've talked about so far are hardly in the adaptations they're from. It's crazy at this point, right? It's weird. I've also always hated Matt Gargan's Venom design. Next, Spider-Man 2017.
Yeah, I've always thought it was weird. Like, let's look at that again.
I've also always hated.
Like, I've always thought this is like very odd. Like, I don't know. It's just something about it's just weird. Like, when I was younger, I thought the spider was like kind of cool because it was a little different. But nah, I like the original OG just Venom look.
Matt Gargan's Venom.
Like the you know what I'm saying.
Venom design. Next, Spider-Man 2017 Venom arc just feels like Venom for babies. Venom's motive is super weak, which Venom's motives are traditionally super weak, but I mean this guy's just straight up a jealous dork hater for no reason, just showing up in Peter Parker's bedroom. I did not like this Venom at all. Like I said, it's like Venom for babies. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. This Venom is Eddie Brock, which is dope. We finally got Eddie Brock in the suit in a great game. I wonder how he's going to play in this game. I hope he gets a lot of character dialogue. No, he doesn't actually. He gets none of that. He plays kind of fun in this game, but because he's an Xbox 360 exclusive, Marvel didn't want to make him a big part of the story because PlayStation users wouldn't be able to play him. It actually wouldn't make sense.
That's the thing. If you're gonna put Venom in any game, make him play some form of role to some degree. Don't put him there to be like a side character. Don't do that. That's ass.
That's a major letdown. It's kind of just
Look at that.
Luckily, I had it for Xbox as a kid, so I at least got to play as him. Marvel Rise of the Imperfect.
Yes.
This game's Venom.
If you guys never played this game, I had this game when I was younger. I don't know how I got it. All I know is that I used to play it all the fucking time. I remember seeing Spider-Man say ass for the first time. He said, we call that a web slinging ass kicking. I was like, oh my God, Spider-Man just said the A word. It destroyed me. Like, not in a bad way, but I was just like, bro, Spider-Man just cussed. And this game was like weird, but it was really dark, but it was very different. It was, I mean, I don't know. You just had to be there.
Design is better, but it's still kind of Probably because the game itself just looks like It's so dark and dirty and gross looking. Venom in this one is more evil, but he does really also still only have that hatred for Spider-Man thing going on, which is, good. He doesn't have too much characterization other than losing to Spider-Man in the story. That's new. I do like his intro a lot, and his voice actor killed his thing.
Yeah.
You don't have a chance.
Lego
Very
Marvel.
snaky.
This Venom
Got a whole lot of going on up in there.
is evil. I really love him and his design, but he's just straight up evil. The black looks great on him, and it's a great change of pace from the drowned out blue we just had. But he's one note. He doesn't even get a redemption arc. You get to play as him yourself if you want to, so I guess you can count that as your own redemption arc, but I'm not going to give him points for that. Spider-Man friend or foe?
Come on, who's your daddy?
You are.
This game's Venom is odd. He's like the
Yeah.
design of Topher Grace Venom, but you don't actually have to see Eddie, and based on the camera angle, it doesn't look like Venom's shrill and small either, so he gets points. Camera work helps. He's fun to play as, and Spider-Man thinks he's going to try and kill him, but it turns out he was being mind controlled. And when you save him, he wants to go for revenge against the person who was mind controlling him, so he joins you. Solid Venom, honestly. It's like I didn't see this coming. Venom movie.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
All right, have it your own way.
I gotta know. I have to know what he thinks.
This Venom is super interesting to me. He misses out on the entire backstory, so alone you have a massive red flag. But when you really dive into the character more and more, the story progresses, and it's like, this is all kind of the right stuff. The symbiote never wanted to cause an invasion, so that's obviously wrong, but it did have that change of heart later. They're all goofy as hell. Still super badass, unrealistically badass. They
Yeah.
really capture the fun side of Venom that I feel almost no other mediums capture. I feel like a lot of casual fans don't understand this is a big part of Venom. He's fun.
It is.
I will reiterate, though, no backstory with Spider-Man is bad, and I wish they had actually just given some BS story about how Spider-Man wore it and took it off, even if they don't even show it, That's my opinion.
Maybe it would be different to me if Spider-Man was involved, because to me it's like Venom's acting too goofy in his own movie. But maybe if Spider-Man's involved, it changes the dynamic of everything, because then you're also getting to see that fierce side of Venom while he's also still kind of being goofy, and it doesn't make him look too goofy. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Venom just has to be a fucking destroyer too. At the same time, he's out there fucking rapping and fucking making people like. It's just weird. It's weird to me.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
And he doesn't have the spider. Fuck. Where's Spider-Man when you? Here's the thing. When you have Spider-Man projects without Spider-Man, it just misses. I'm not saying the Venom movies missed, but they're not as good as they would be if Spider-Man was in them. I will die on that hill.
I split up Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 from Infinite, seeing as it's like a totally different character. Much like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Venom's voice actor aside, this Venom is solid through and through.
Yeah.
First off, his gameplay goes crazy. Like
Awesome.
crazy. He's got like awesome moves that are callbacks to the original Marvel vs. Capcom game. His voice lines, even though the voice actor isn't the greatest, are still like fun. Venom lines, you know, they're not really super serious.
It's very
like
off.
That. You also find out through his voice lines that he is a good guy and he wants to even be an Avenger, so definitely got points for that. I really think this is a great take on Venom. I just don't like the voice actor.
I think he looks awesome.
Peak, though.
Devour everything. Death
Yeah, I never liked the voice. I never liked the voice in that game, but I thought that Venom and his skins in the game looked awesome.
3 is easily the best Ultimate Alliance appearance for the character. Venom is Eddie Brock in this story. He starts off evil. You beat him. Spider-Man says that they have history together, and he vouches for Venom. Venom's like, you would vouch for me? I'll work with you then. We could be homies. Wow, that's the whole arc. Summed up in like 10 seconds. Why don't more stories just do this? Everyone seems to think you have to have this big, huge setup and build-up into creating Venom, when it's just not true. Yeah, if you want to have Venom start off evil and turn into a good guy, you can do it quickly. It doesn't take that long. In the comics, he turns into Venom like instantly, and he just starts being Venom right away. In the games, for some reason, people like to think you need multiple games to set it up. Whack. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 should be the standard. It should be done like this all the time if you want to include an evil Venom. Spectacular Spider-Man is next up on this list, and this Venom is just so neat. I love how we got to learn and grow with this character through the show. You see how he gets burned by Spider-Man, how he slowly progresses downward into a spiral. Then you get to see the full-fledged Venom, which leads to some of the best fight scenes in the entire show. I have to detract some points because I think the design is a little butt cheeks. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
But everything else is great. Before you say anything about how this character was only evil, they had plans to do a redemption arc, but the show was canceled. Get your hands off the comment section. Eyes back on the video. Come on now. You'll get your chance later. No spectacular slander on this channel. Ultimate Spider-Man.
It's not a bad show.
This is probably the first great Venom to appear on the list.
Dude, if you guys know this game, Ultimate Spider-Man, I played the fuck out of this when I was younger. The Green Goblin part, where it's like Ultimate Green Goblin and he's jumping through the city and shit, or the part with Beetle, bro, I couldn't beat those parts for nothing. But when you played as Venom in this game, it was so much fun because you could do some crazy shit.
Venom gets a lot more of a pass about being evil with no redemption due to his comics being completely different from the original comics. And he also predates his actual comic counterpart. The Ultimate Spider-Man game, Venom, came out before Venom appeared in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. That's actually so cool to me. I think that's awesome. The game essentially laid the blueprint down for what Venom should be like in the Ultimate Universe. Like, everybody loved this Venom. And then the comics still screwed it up. But the Ultimate game is just vile. In one of his first missions, you're like eating a child. He's a literal monster. This Venom's also purple, which is like the first time we get to see him purple. And wow, does it pop. Again, this is the first great Venom, in my opinion. Next up, though, we got Maximum Carnage / Separation Anxiety.
Oh, fuck.
This is one of those classic Sega Genesis beat-em-up side-scroller games from the 90s. I know what you're thinking right now. How could a 90s 16-bit game be a top 5 Venom adaptation? Well, easily. Because it's dastardly accurate. Like, they will show you scans from the comic on the screen.
Yes.
Maximum Carnage is a single-player game that let you pick between Venom and Spider-Man, and Separation Anxiety is a sequel that's co-op with the two. In Maximum Carnage, you call out assists for popular characters who appeared in the comics, like Captain America, which is super dope. Like I said, this is so accurate to the comics. You're literally calling in superheroes that help Spider-Man and Venom in the comic. You're calling them in to help you in the video game. Dope. And then when you go to Separation Anxiety, how do you beat couch player co-op with Venom and Spider-Man? You and your brother just playing as Venom and Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Ain't no beating that. Come on now.
That's awesome.
In my opinion, this is easily a top 5 Venom adaptation without a doubt. Next up, we got Midnight Suns. If you play this game, you probably, like me, were very, very worried that Venom would just be a monster.
Which I haven't played this, and I still haven't looked at the story on this.
And at first he was. We lost. Big time. But then the DLC rolled out. Holy moly, does the DLC bat it out of the park. You have peak Eddie Brock with peak Eddie Brock character design and Venom design. voice acting is great as well. Extended voice acting too, not just like one quick shout out or line. Like you got like a whole slew of dialogue with this man.
It's kidding, little joke. I come in peace.
For once.
Really? New kids got to get in on this too? Hey, by the way, you're killing it out there. Respect.
Thank you. Not my first vampire war.
Eddie, are you yourself again?
Well, you mean, are we ourselves?
I can't tell you how that guy
That was fucking hard. He's talking to, it's because it's how Venom talks, bro.
was by Midnight
That was
Suns
cool.
At first, just for them to slap me in the face, saying this is what you wanted all along, right? Them boys slapped me in my face, and I wanted to apologize to them because this Venom is that good. Before we do the top 3, let's talk
looks
about
cool.
some random Venom appearances that weren't really notable enough for me to like make a whole ranking for them or on this adaptation list. Just I didn't see the point for a lot of these. You got Phineas and Ferb.
I didn't know
Venom
that.
appears in the Marvel crossover there, and Danny Trejo actually voices him. It's super dope, but he actually has like no voice lines. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, they got the Venom symbiote potentially setting up something in the background, but it's just chilling in the background.
Yeah, it's just
Tom
sits there.
Hardy's Venom visits the MCU and leaves behind some goop over there, so you know MCU is going to be getting some Venom too. The Spider-Man 3 game version of Venom is
Very
something.
weird.
He dies in this really odd way, just gets impaled. And then lastly, we got Fortnite Venom. What a skin this is. It's probably like my most used skin in Fortnite. This or Miles or Peter.
Dude, I haven't played Fortnite in so many years. I almost downloaded that game just to go buy the skin and then not play the game. I don't know. I just almost did. I thought the skin looked crazy, and I almost bought Green Goblin too because Green Goblin looked fucking nuts. I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. Maybe I'll return to it at some point, but I don't see that happening.
But I love the roar. That emote is so sick. Banger skin all around. They even have Tom Hardy's version of Venom 2. Actually insane. Anyways, back to the top 3. 90s animated. I may have been a bit sleep in my best versions of each
This right
character
here, bro.
Because 90s definitely deserved a mention. This
Yes.
character is great. You get to see him become a Spider-Man hater.
And I'm going to tell you right now, this Venom design, the red and the blue and the black, oh my fucking god. It is a 10,000 out of 10.
Definitely deserved a mention. This character is great. You get to see him become a Spider-Man hater and Peter Parker hater in real time, and as the story continues, you're like, I mean, Spider-Man's kind of an a-hole to him, so it kind of makes sense. Then you get to see Venom suit up and fight Spider-Man, and he torments Spider-Man. Then Carnage comes along, and Venom goes full circle into a good guy, saves everybody by killing Carnage. It's a very good arc for the character. It's a very
awesome.
accurate arc for the character. It's sad he never comes back after this due to the show being canceled, but this was definitely a top 3 Venom
Dude, that
adaptation.
what the great, if it's not the greatest, to me, top 3 greatest Venoms ever. Like, not even because nostalgia purposes, just everything about it. I loved it so much. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I love it.
Number 2 on this list, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. I'm going to put them 2 together because it's like the same Venom, but the voice lines, godlike. The gameplay, godlike. He's hella fun. He's hella iconic. He's the only villain in the entire Marvel cast. And I'm going to put quotes on the villain because he's such an anti-hero good guy, too. He's also the only Spider-Man adjacent character to ever show up in a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Ever. Nobody else has. Not even Miles, or Green Goblin, or Doc Ock. It's just Venom. The
Yeah.
suit, like I said, it's super awesome. I love his suit so much, but I also want to talk about the fact that in the original Marvel vs. Capcom, there is a secret code to let you play as the Red Venom, which is an homage to Carnage. Red Venom was also disturbingly broken and strong, like Carnage. Venom Fang probably is like the most iconic move. Everyone remembers this thing from their childhood. I also love Venom Throw as well. This thing is like Spider-Man's web throw, but like for a brute. It's all peak Venom, guys.
It's awesome. Everybody loves the light blue
Number
Venom.
one, we've been over this before, but
Yeah,
yeah. And again, real quick for you, number 1 Venom is Neversoft's Venom. Who do you know that's this goofy and corny that's still scary as hell, people?
Yeah.
Where'd Spider-Wuss go?
He's
Spider-Wuss! Come out and play!
That's what I'm saying. He's goofy, but he's still like scary. Instead of just being fucking goofy and then like kind of being the running joke, he's a fucking problem in this game still.
The character just is excellent all around. The polygon models aren't even enough to stop it. That's how cool this Venom is. I even enjoy the polygon models on Venom. If you've picked up any Venom comic in your life and then played this game, you'd be like, wow, He just jumped off the page into this game, huh? That's crazy. It's literally perfect. I love Venom so much.
Me too.
Actually, I loved making this video. This is
I love watching Spider Dunk's videos because he actually knows what he's talking about. It's genuine and they're just entertaining. I just love every aspect of it. Like I said, if you guys want to go check out Spider Dunk, I'm going to put the link to his channel in the description. If you want to see me react to more of his videos in the future, let me know because I love watching them. Yeah, there's so many versions of Venom, dude. There's so many.